Welcome to our channel, E.D.H Teaching Portal. Today we'll be checking out Ezuri co-op progress as promised. Just check out the video. Hopefully you guys like it. Leave comments in the section of what you guys want to see. Any suggestions on maybe making the deck any better, what you would do with it. If you haven't already, click the subscribe button and hope you enjoy it. So we're only running two colors in this deck, blue and green, so we got 10 fours and 7 islands. So I put a lot of the dual lands in this deck to help fix the mana colors with it. The only thing I really changed from the original deck was I took out the Simic Guildgate, and I left the Simic Growth Chamber in there, Thornwood Falls, and I added in a bunch of stuff like the Temple of Mystery, Lumbering Falls, and all the other dual lands that you would expect to see in this deck. Command Tower, obviously, any commander deck that has more than one color runs it. There's no questions asked about it. Command Beacon, I think, is a new commander staple. Awesome card. Rogue Passage, really good in this deck, especially when you're beefing up your creatures. Reliquary Tower, there's a lot of card draw in this deck. Zoetic Cavern, another good card, whether you need a land or you need a creature, it's there for you. Alchemist's Refuge is really good. You cast your stuff at flash speed on other opponents' turns if you need to. I love these lands here. I kept them in the deck just because they keep your smaller creatures at bay with the bigger creatures if you need them bigger. And they're just really handy, whether you need small creatures or big creatures. There's a use for all of them in here. Mosswort Bridge to hide away your stuff. And I like these new blighted lands from the Battle of Zendikar set. Explosive vegetation on the land and also drawing 2 cards. Pretty good stuff. Soul Ring, again, in every commander deck. Simic Signet and also Thought Vessel are in this deck as well. Bite of the Thassa I kept in here for card draw. Birthing Pod is very good with this deck. You wouldn't think so, but it's actually very useful. And 2 equipments to keep your creatures safe. And you're set with those. Mana Ramp's a key element in this deck. You get your big creatures out really fast. Rampant Growth, Kodama's Reach, Verdant Confluence. All these cards are really good. I love Verdant Confluence just because you can choose how you want to do your modes. Exploration and Kiora, just because I've thrown out extra lands. And of course, on that note, Genesis Wave is really good. More lands, more creatures, and Genesis Wave more often than not can win you the game. There's quite a few cards in here that help you draw even more cards. We kept the Biotic Mastery and Stroke of Genius and threw in Brainstorm. Threw in a few control cards in here. Cyclonic Rift, really good for early late game. Also Counterspell, and Mystic Confluence, my personal favorite out of the new Confluence cards. So these 3 cards were in the original deck and I kept them because at one point or another they really saved me. Really make the game difference one way or the other. No introduction for this card. You need this card. No questions asked. Continuing with the Mana Ramp, a lot of little mana dorks in this deck. Llanowar Elves, Elvish Mystic, Bird's Paradise. I like Utopia Tree and Sylvan Caryatid, and of course Umberwall Sage, because they can tap for any color mana. And of course these ramp cards, I specifically love Gyre Sage just because it's like a cheaper version of Gaia's Cradle. And of course every commander deck should have their fair share of graveyard recursion cards. And a lot of card drawing with this. A lot of originals here. A new addition is Fathom Mage. Awesome card with the Ezuri combination. As well as Soul of the Harvest. This thing's packed with creatures, so you're going to be drawing a lot of cards with this deck. Last of the card draw is Illusory Ambusher. Also Psychosis Crawler, awesome card with all the card draw, and Clever Impersonator. Stinger Flame Spider, as well as Trigon Predator, Bane of Progress. Original cards, but also very useful. Estus Warden, again, a lot of creatures, you're going to be getting a lot of life. Call of the Claw, a lot more experience. And Cassetto, awesome card as well. There's a lot of ETB creature cards in this deck, so Deadeye Navigator is pretty awesome, especially with these 2 cards, Atlas Watcher and Hornet Queen. Get your experience really good. Experiment 1, really good early game. Killing Colossus, make big creatures, and of course Mystic Snake. These are my 3 favorite additions that I put in. Mana Goja Hydra, Sage of Hours, which is a game winner, and of course Ulamog. Big, nasty creature, hard to deal with. And either of these 3 can win you a game, especially Sage of Hours. And right when you thought your creatures couldn't get any more amazing, we had added in these cards. Primal Vigor, we also kept Overwhelming Stampede and Beastmaster Ascension. As suggested before, please leave your comments. Any suggestions you have of your own to make this deck even better, please do so. We're open to suggestions. Hope you enjoyed the video.